Jitters in Augustown and surrounding areas after news broke that Dawg Paw is a free man. Welcome back to my channel. Breaking news from yard and abroad. Please remember to like and share, and also subscribe and turn on your post notification bell so you will not miss daily news item from both home and abroad. There were jitters yesterday in Augustown and surrounding communities following a Court of Appeal order that alleged gang leader Christopher Dog Paw Linton is to be set free after serving more than 7 years in prison for illegal possession of firearm and shooting with intent charges. Christopher Linton and his co-accused Micah Allen were convicted in 2013 for shooting at 2 members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force who were traveling in a service vehicle along Tavern Drive in St. Andrew in April of 2010. Both men were sentenced to 15 years in prison for opening fire on the police and another 15 years for illegal possession of firearm. The sentences were ordered to run concurrently. Yesterday, however, the Court of Appeal ruled that the evidence in the case where identification was concerned was unreliable. An appeal was allowed, the conviction quashed, the sentence set aside, and a verdict of acquittal entered for both men. With news that Linton should be back on the street again by today, Venetia Phillips, counselor for the Papine Division, which includes Augustown and surrounding areas, appealed to Linton to steer clear of any activity that would be considered wrongdoing. I can only impress upon him, having been away for so long, not to return to a place that caused him in the very first place to be named and subsequently arrested, and not to engage in any gang-related activities which could put him and citizens and the police at loggerheads. I would urge him to try as best as is possible to stay out of trouble. We too, as counselors, have to respect the justice system. And when that system speaks, we must accordingly say thanks to the court and encourage persons returning to the community to, as best as possible, conform, avoid confrontation, negativity, and violence. She said that once she comes across Linton within the division, she would deliver to him personally a message of encouragement. Tavern is where he usually hails from. As counselor of the Papine Division, I am sure that once Linton is in the space, I may very well encounter him. If I do, I would definitely express to him my expectations and give encouragement that he uses the opportunity to just reorganize himself into a citizen that the police won't need to be chasing, and where people wouldn't need to be speculating as to whether or not he is back to cause mayhem, but that the people can feel comfortable that they have nothing to fear from him, his presence, or his influence, she added. Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay of the police in charge of the corporate communication unit said yesterday that the police, like all Jamaica, had only just heard of the Court of Appeal's decision, but said no formal discussions had taken place regarding Linton's return to the street. Well, guys, Dog Paw dey on street again. Boy, as them said, jitters up at Augustown Tavern and all of them places, the people them dey on edge now. Listen what him and his lawyer had to say after it was announced that he's a free man. And comment below and tell me what you think about the justice system. Can you imagine him win the appeal because of the evidence never strong enough to keep him? The evidence was presented by the prosecutor was not strong enough to prove say him did dep on the scene of the crime. Well, as they say, it is what it is. We trust the system when it works in some people's favor, and we curse it when it not work. So we have to just take it as it is. Justice, they say, was served in the court. Make we see how that one you gonna.
How you feel about being free?
Freedom is a must. I'm just grateful for now, sir. Tomorrow.
Dog Paw.
Of time that they observed the men.
And also talking about the issue of being shot at, and police also have to basically be taking certain evasive action in that moment. And then the question will arise in all the circumstances, whether or not a safe identification, safe meaning for the courts, can take place in circumstances like